4 other great events going on, and you chose to be here tonight. And I'm really honored and flattered, so I'm really happy that you're here. A few things before we get started. I want you to know that this section right here is reserved for judges. So if you like, all judges, please go to this front seating arrangement right here. Those who are pitching, please also tend to be in the front seats, right? We want to make sure that it's efficient to get you up here and get the show on the road when we're ready to go. We're not going to get started just yet. We're going to wait on for some more people to join us. Great to connect with you all. We'll get started in just a moment. guys, some of you trickling in. Please, I insist, there's free pizza on behalf of the great Mary from AI Collective. Let's give a round of applause for Mary. I know it's a greasy hand of applause. Yeah. Last minute, I was like, hey, can we get some pizza for this event? She was like, okay. That's the best answer I could get. So shout out to Mary for making this event possible. She had this, a whole venue booked. So honestly, I'm in debt to Mary and AI Collective. I appreciate it so much. I'm gonna give you guys a few minutes to keep on munching on some food. If you haven't already, please, I insist, get some free pizza. I'm jealous of you guys. I have not gotten a bite yet. Um, Also, pictures, please take the front row seats just so that way when it's your time to go, you guys are ready and up and going. We have to, hustle through the crowd here. So please take the front few seats. If you're sitting in the back, just let me know. We'll find you a seat up front. All right, guys. How are we all doing today? We're doing good? Yeah, yes. I'm gonna ask that one more time. How are we doing, Chicago? Good? Perfect. Oh, I'm so excited to have you all today. Like I said earlier, there are so many events going on tonight in Chicago, and you choose to be here tonight with me, with Butter, with AI Collective, and with Microsoft, and that makes me so happy. That makes me so happy. I'm really proud that you guys, chose to spend your night here today with me, with all these amazing people, all these amazing founders and builders who work 24/7, burning through Claude Code credits. I can say that because I'm also a founder and I do that, and are just working relentlessly to provide an amazing experience for their customers and for their market. And so, what we're gonna do today, it's a pitch event, so we have seven teams gonna be presenting today. 4 minutes each one. 2 minutes for judges to provide some feedback, maybe some questions they got going on. We'll be going over the rules in just a second, but just to preface what's gonna happen tonight. I know you guys got some questions, so I'm gonna talk a little bit more about what butter is. I'm not gonna pitch you, don't worry. Oh, I got ahead of myself. I wish you looked like the cat down on the bottom left, because that's what I thought when I was naming a company called Butter for the first time, because it sounds funny. And so what is Butter? Well, if you see the little icon right there to the right, it looks like a little keycap. That's because we're a keyboard company. I know it doesn't sound particularly revolutionary, fun fact, the third most used Google product in the world is their Google keyboard. That's a really interesting fact. And it's like, what is that? They make physical keyboards? No, they don't do any of that. The Pixel phone or your Android or your iPhone, that little virtual keyboard that you type with every single day, on average, every single year, we use that around 4 million times a year. That's for one person. Think about how many people do that in this room right now, every single time a year. And so what we do, we realize how Google has monopolized this space. I used to work at Google, so I know that. I know they monopolized the virtual keyboard industry. They own 40% of your screen, and that's crazy to think about. And so what we do is we do that for the iPhone space. We realize that they don't want to touch the iPhone at all. They're all about Android. They got their Pixel phones going on. We're all about iPhones, giving iPhone users a better experience. So that's what Butter is all about. We founded back in April, so coming up on 1 year now. Woo-hoo! I'm just saying, woo-hoo! If you want to help us out, in 2 weeks we're pitching for $500,000, and that's really scary. Yeah, I saw someone clapping. Yes, thank you. Okay. We're pitching for $500,000, and that's really nerve-wracking for me. I am a first generation. I come from a first generation family. My first language was not English. I'm pitching for $500,000, which is like 10,000 more. Yeah, thank you. Whatever my tuition is. So it's like 10x more what my tuition is, which is crazy to think about. And it's really nerve wracking for me and for my team. But I want to make my engineers proud. And I know that we are super proud to be based in Chicago, and that's why we're doing this event tonight. If you want to help us out, this is slight, pitching us. But that's our calendar link if you want me to pitch you. I'm just saying. And that's our waitlist down there. With this event alone, we got an extra 2,000 more signups for Butter. That is so crazy for us. I mean, this was just something I made on my own. I thought the iPhone keyboard was so ugly, and so I made a new keyboard. That's why this happened. Now we're over here helping founders get some money to get their boots off the ground, get some things going, and helping other founders grow in Chicago. And I think that's a really big movement, and I think that means a lot for us, for the Butter team here tonight. So I want to, thank you all for coming here tonight. I'm so happy to have you all. Like I said, there was Cloud events going on, there's a Tech Nexus event going on, and you chose to be here, and that makes me really happy. If you want to connect after this event, more than welcome. My name is Shay. People know me as Shay Butter because when you pitch, they say your name and then they say your company. So I've been known as Shea Butter now. Uh, so any of you, one of you that want to connect after this event, please feel free. Now it's my honor and pleasure to welcome the Mary from the AI Collective. A round of applause for Mary. Plug you in right here. Here's your mic.
Okay, thank you. Or I can use that too.
Oh, sure.
Okay. Make sure it works. Hello. Okay, great.
Well, thank you, and thank you to Shay again, and thank you to our AI Collective folks. First, Nicholas, where are you? And anyway, Nicholas, oh, you're there. So he's the one that he came forward because we were supposed to have another event tonight, but the space opened up and it didn't work with that other vendor. So we're still gonna plan something for later. And because the space opened up, and so I thought, well, we could do something. And Nicholas actually was the one that introduced Shay. And we just decided this weekend on Sunday night, we said, okay, let's do it. And then we posted it, right, this event. And it's amazing. All of you reacted right away, responded back. So really, thank you. And we also talk about how we have a lot of competitors tonight, meaning, Shay already mentioned about the other meetups. So thank you so much again for coming. And I just want to spend a few minutes and also to introduce you too. There's Jonathan, who is our head of Chicago chapter. He's there for the AI Collective. And we also have Crystal, who is one of the judges tonight, too. And I don't know if Yukta is here, too. Yukta? Okay, great. Yukta has also recently joined the team as well. So we are open to having volunteers if you're interested in help in any way you can. But I want to say a few words about AI Collective so you know what it is. So here, we are just saying we started off in 2023 just when ChatGPT came out, and Chappie and two other co-founders, they founded it in San Francisco at somebody's living room. And now it became a global phenomenon because we're expanding really rapidly to global, all parts of the world too. So I'm actually the VP for the Western Hemisphere as well, all of Americas, but I also travel. So I also talk to people in Asia and also Europe as well. So anyway, that's my passion too. I'm really a DevRel at heart. So that's what I do. Anyway, so these are just some of the stats. As you can see, we have like 207, 200, well, 207,000 members plus, right? And it keeps growing too. And this slide was taken from Monday, our all hands. So you can see we have more than 1,000 events. So even for Chicago, we're trying to do a lot of different things. So if you're a partner, if you are investor, whoever, you want to do something, talk to us. Yeah, me, Jonathan, Crystal, Nicholas, and Yukta. If you are interested, we can connect and then help you to, we can be the platform where you can also be running events. And we want to also be a thought leader as well. And that's what we do. We have AI education, AI Institute that are doing a lot of research work as well, and different kind of things that are spinning up as well. So that's us. And what are the things? So this is the map. As you can see, we are kind of like all the way north. We said Thunder Bay, Canada is where it is. And south to Cape Town, we also have a chapter. And South America, we try to reach more south too. And now even Oceania, that's New Zealand too. We have a chapter that's building up. And here in North America, we have Canadian, well, we already talked about. And then Europe, we have the Nordic as well too. So if you actually know of anybody in other cities that they want to start a chapter, for example, somebody in Oklahoma that came, and thank you for coming. So we can help you to start a chapter as well. Global events update, all of these things. And I just wanted to let you know, if you want to find out about us, you can go to aicollective.com. Here is about, you can see all the people that are involved, whoever posts their own profile. There are more people too. And then if you want to follow us, we have our calendar on Luma. So if you go to Luma and look for AI Collective, you see plenty of events everywhere too. Okay, so that's that. And let me share what this means for you, right? This is our community, so we invite you to join. And then this is a QR code if you want to join, but just go to aicollective.com. You will be able to see links where you can join the community or contribute in any way you can. And today's live stream, just a little housekeeping. Today's, if you have friends who wants to watch this, we are also streaming on YouTube as well. But if you can't find it, just search for AI Collective on YouTube. You'll be able to find the live stream. I want to thank you again for Chehu for helping, and he's been really great, helping us a lot of the audio visual stuff. So thank you. We're all volunteers, and this is just a quick picture of all of our team and volunteers right now, as you can see, and also some more new team volunteers. And just a quick thing about upcoming events. Next thing, I think you'll be excited. We're gonna have an open claw meetup on April 1st. But we haven't posted it yet. We will, and it will be at Chicago Innovation Center. It's at the heart of the downtown loop, and we'll give you instruction if you register. And we do have limited space, however, so register as soon as you can. So that's that. We also should be doing something with Microsoft Copilot too, but we haven't set the date. And then also, my other group is Java Users Group. We're gonna, if there's enough interest, because if you know Confluent, if you work with data streaming with Kafka, and so somebody from a developer advocate from Confluent will talk about data streaming and with AI as well. So if you're interested, stay tuned for that too. So yeah, and that's it for me for tonight. And but if you want to connect with us again, we are here, and just very welcoming to all of you too. So thank you again for joining us. If I forget anything, let me know. I tend to sometimes forget. I go back to my seat. I say, oh, I forgot to tell you something. But yeah, so let me know, and yeah, feel free to reach us anytime. Thank you again for coming.
Let's give Mary a round of
Thank you.
applause.
Thank you. Okay, switch it back to you. Thank you so much. Yeah. Okay.
All right, we're going to talk real quick about the rules and criteria, and then we're going on to introduce the judges real quick. Let's see. Technology doesn't like me today. Awesome. Let's see. Awesome. Right, so like I was mentioning earlier, and awesome what the AI Collective is doing. It's really amazing to host an event with them. I'm really happy that we did that, and shout out to Nick for even mentioning like, hey, we have this space open for you. I mean, that was amazing. So let's talk about the rules and criteria. So it's a 4-minute pitch, right? We're gonna have a cutoff. It's harsh, strict cutoff, right? Pitchers, look back over here to Sri. Sri, can you wave your hand real quick? She's gonna count down for you from 4, 3, 2, 1 to letting you know how many minutes you got left to go. So hand signal at 3 and it's cut at 4. 2-minute Q&A roughly from judges. We're gonna give some time to think, time to process your amazing pitch, and we're gonna give them some time to take some notes and things like that. They'll be ready to delegate, and we're gonna hand off the mic to each and every one of them to assess your startup and any other questions. Any other criteria, general criteria for our pitches? Try to stay with those 4 minutes, right? We want to be respectful of everyone's time. How does the founding team utilize tech and AI and product? AI Collective, obviously it's in their name, AI. Butter, we use a lot. Obviously, we're on the operating system of Apple, so we are very tech heavy. Why are you better, or don't read that, or butter than your competitors? So just general criteria for our pitches to keep in mind, right? We want to make sure we're conscious of everyone's time. I'm going to hand it off to the judges now, to all their wonderful faces here. They're all give you guys a quick introduction about themselves.
Hello. Hi guys, super excited to be here to see your pitches. My name is Yuri. Previously worked in YC Back Startup and as a CTO for 1 year in Czech Republic Insta Startup, and currently building my own startup. Just started recently. It is an educational platform. So for everyone who want to learn how to code, we can speak later. Thank you guys. Excited to see your pitches.
Hey everyone, I'm Crystal Rogers. I have about a 15-year tech background, different industries, several exits I've participated in. Right now, I run a platform called Chicago Startup Events. So if you don't follow that on LinkedIn, please go on and it will keep you in the loop of events like this and anything for early founders. I wanted to create a platform for those who are building new, kind of finding their way. There isn't a lot of resources for that group. So happy to be here and hear the pitches. Yeah.
Hello everyone, I'm Zako, and yes, I'm pitching of $500,000 with her as well. And yeah, I'm posting master at DePaul University and part of the design industry almost a decade. So super excited that how you guys are put together and building something for the Chicago, and yeah, super excited. All the very best, guys.
Hi everyone, I'm Griffin. I'm a student at Northwestern and founder in Apple and Wimo is called Hackney, HACKNEY, and it's available on iOS and Android. If anyone wants to chat about their idea or anything else, just hit me up.
Griffin's trying to save you money, by the way. I don't know if you heard what he said. He's trying to save you money. He's trying to compare those Uber and Lyft prices so you don't have to. So it's a smart guy. All right, let's get started. Let's get started. Let's get this show on the road. I would love Memvi.ai to come up and get ready for present. Let's give him a round of applause for his first stellar founder. Yeah, go. Yeah. So you see Sri in the back right there? He's wearing a blue shirt. All right, she'll count you down, okay? All right, here you go. Just you got.
Every AI agent needs a right memory, just like applications need a database. Hello everyone, I'm Bhanu and I'm building the context and memory layer for multi-model AI agents. Today, if you see 90% of the AI agents fail, it's not because models are weak. Models are extraordinary. They got great cognitive and reasoning capabilities. What they lack is the right memory. Today, if you see, the context and memory is shallow, fragmented, and is not in a state wherein we can minimize the context window of agents and give them at the right time. So today, AI agents are stateless, context blind, they can't remember prior interactions, they fail at long term horizon tasks, and that's what we call operational amnesia. So here's our solution. At Memvi, we are building a context and memory layer which tries to curate your context and creates a bespoke memory graph so that you get deterministic tracing and lineage for your context, and then you get an API to expose that graph and you can serve your agents and applications that you are catering. So if you see this diagram, on the left, you have different data streams where you can ingest images, videos, documents, notes, or whatever the multi-model data you bring. We have that solution. And then at the middle, you have Memvi as a platform. And then towards the right, consumers or enterprises can create their own agents, variables, or new forms of AI interfaces, and then they can use our memory layer. We just launched a month back and we already have like 1800 downloads, and then we have 200 plus active developer community utilizing our platform. So here is the emerging set of use cases that customers and users are building. We are seeing a lot of appetite on vertical AI agents. People are building multi-model agents and enterprise knowledge systems on top of that. And then people are using like new forms of AI interfaces. And robotics is also one interesting field where we are seeing large adoption. So coming to market size, the TAM is $28 billion, and this represents the total global AI augmentation market, including the memory infrastructure services. On the other hand, service obtainable market is $1.8 billion, and that's where we are catering. Our beachhead segment is to tap into healthcare, fintech, and manufacturing. So here is our ask. We started our pre-seed round 7 days back, and we almost like subscribed 25% of 500 grand. And here is how we want to use our funds judiciously in 3 buckets. Number one is we want to build the best memory layer available on planet Earth. Number two, we want to like get SOC 2 certified and GDPR ready. On the other hand, we want to tap the potential of enterprises. We already have a Series C company who is working with them, and we are constantly iterating our solution. On the third bucket, the way we are planning our GTM adoption is we are planning with AWS, Microsoft, and Azure to bring our commercial offering in marketplace so that our customers can use credits and use our solution. Here is a missing team behind Team MV. Mani and I, we both worked for Caterpillar as forward deployed engineers. And there we were like, exploring, tinkering with multi-model capabilities, and that's where we got this idea. And then Kushal, on the other hand, he built like a persistent browser called Floutwork. Check it out. Also, we are backed by FounderSync. There will be billions of AI agents, and we want Memvi to be the infrastructure layer serving them. Thank you.
Awesome. Ooh, this is not on. There we go. All right, let's get our judges' opinions over here. We're gonna go from you to Griffin. Here we go.
Amazing pitch. I was wondering, how did you calculate the market size, the market opportunity?
Yeah, let me go back.
Those are big numbers. Really interesting to see your math behind this.
Yeah, so the way we calculated the numbers were we took a bottom-up approach, and we have two ways of offering our portal. One is our consumer portal, and then we are creating our enterprise portal. So for every enterprise, we provide white glove service too, and we have a ballpark amount of like 50 grand to 100K. That's the minimum amount that we charge in order to use our solution. And then on the other hand, consumers can we have three-tier pricing strategy. Depending on whatever their need is, we try to charge like $50 to $250 monthly. That's the pricing.
I see. Awesome.
Thank you. This is awesome. Congratulations to you and your team. My question is, who are the competitors? I didn't see that in who else is building this contextual memory layer. Yeah, who else is out there chasing this with you?
So memory is an emerging field, and our number one competitor is Mem0, and we are MEMV, memory and video. So no one is tackling the memory problem when it comes to multimodality, and there is no alternative solution in the market that caters to videos. So we are creating for new ways of AI interfaces. And on the other hand, there are like three more companies in Y Combinator doing exactly the same thing. They are like Zep and Hyperspell.
Thank you.
Do you guys have any monetization strategy for that one?
So the way we are charging customers is based on token-based, retrieval strategy. So we spent like past 6 months in trying to build our own state-of-the-art models. We did a lot of fine-tuning, and we came to a conclusion based on our mathematics, that whatever the pricing we are offering, that is like, we have like around 30% markup minimum on that. And that's just for commercial application. Let's say if it is enterprise, then we have like 70% markup on whatever we are charging.
Yeah, thank you.
What information does the LLM get from the knowledge graph? Like, how does it interact with it?
So when it comes to memory, memories of different types, whatever the context you try to provide, doesn't matter what kind of a document it is or it is a video. What we try to do is we use our models, extract the memory object. So for that, we have our own recipes. Depending on whatever the use case the customer has, we try to like look for those different kinds of memories. So let me give you an example. Let's say if I'm giving a pitch over here, and I'm feeding this video into memory, right? What our agents does is they try to like go through each and every scene within the video, and then they try to extract the information and create structured memory objects. And these memory objects can be episodic data, it can be semantic data, it can be like temporal data, or maybe like if I'm performing any task, it can be procedural information. So all this context we take it, and then graph is not only like one solution for that. We have like different databases. We hooked all those things together, and graph is just one way of representing episodic data. Under the hood, we use like 4 or 5 different databases. Thank you.
Awesome. Let's get Refin up here. Our next startup, Refin. Let's give him a round of applause for Refin. I was to say, where are you at?
Awesome. You ready? So,
Oh, there's no time. Awesome. Do you need my laptop?
oh, that's interesting.
You. Practice right. Okay. All right, you're good to go.
Perfect. So every EV, every wind turbine, every fighter jets need critical minerals. And the problem is it's like time consuming to find the mineral deposits. So I'm Ashish, I built the AI that finds critical deposits. So the US needs lithium, and the main problem is like China controls the 60% of the lithium deposits and the critical minerals. And we spend like usually 5 to 6 years to find a mineral deposits and spend a lot of amount, like $12 billion to find the mineral deposits. And the China controls 60% of the mineral deposits. So it's basically when due to the any crisis, like China cuts off or puts a hold in the like mineral deposits or like sharing with the US, and US imports basically 60% of the critical minerals with like lithium, rare earth materials. So it's basically like the like a national crisis, not a tech problem. So the mineral exploration is broken. Like mineral companies or the exploration companies, success rate is like 1 to 100. Like if they drill 100 holes, they get just one mine. And the average times they spend is equal to 10 to 20 years for the discovery timeline. And for like the still the companies or the geologists use the 20th century methods in the 21st century. That doesn't work. So, and by 2040, the US lithium consumption is going to rise by 500%. So here we comes. So Rafine identifies like critical minerals through different modes. Basically, we use like satellite images, like multimodal like latencies, geophysical, geochemical data, and we modify and find it. And the lithium like deposits, we have like scored 500,000 location across the western US, and we have like used like 83 different types of data and put it into our AI model. That's basically a mask auto encoder like MAE. So how our model works, basically it is a like auto learns the geology, not it finds a pattern of minerals. So our like our my model learns the geology, and right now I'm finding tuning into the lithium, and once like I also testing into the copper and nickel, it's showing great results. Right now it focused on the lithium. So it and it like we all so does it work? Yeah. So we did like some few of the taste. We have removed the world's largest lithium mine, removing from our data set, and we asked our AI go find it out. So it successfully find out in the microdit world's largest lithium mine at top 1.5%. Then we run in the Elko County in the Nevada. We have like 18,000 like locations we scanned for lithium, and it's success like it has no idea whether like the lithium mine is who owns it and nothing. So after scanning we found out there is a like a right lithium source, and two of the companies owns it, like the Surge Battery Metals and the Pelton Minerals. That's my pilot project what I'm working on right now. So it successfully find out there was Surge Battery Metals, then we validated with the Peloton Minerals. It successfully find out at the top 99%. So it was totally successful. Peloton Minerals have 650 or 640 claims across 53 kilometers square. So this is our live platform AI powered target identification, where company comes in, put the land and run AI analysis and high develop like identify high potential mineral targets. The red are the AI mineral targets where the most deposits are, and we have cross verified with with the Peloton minerals. They have like the four targets, and we have rightly identified the four targets for mining where they are right now mining. I've cross verified with the 40 years experience geologists, and we have calibrated lots of data with them. So our revenue engines, we sell intelligence and we sell reports at 1 kilometer report, square kilometer view. And with the like higher view, we charge like 75,000 for 100 meter to 30 meter precision pinpointing the lithium mines. And the other one, our is royalty portfolio. We stake the mines that's open in the federal land and no one is claiming it. We just identify, claim it, and we own it.
That's time.
Yep. Yeah. So massive market opportunity, global mineral exploration spend 12 billion per year. US critical mineral federal investment have via IRA and DOE, and our biggest competitors are cobalt metals.
All right, that's time. Thank you so much, Ref and AI. Judges, let's listen. Let's hear it.
I want to find out more about the team.
Sorry?
About the team a little bit more.
Sorry,
Can you explain who is in the team? Are you solo? Are you
I'm a
working
solo
as
founder.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Can you tell more about like your background in this field?
So I did my bachelor in mechanical engineering. I've grown around the mineral areas like the mines and everything. So in my undergrad, I was playing with the minerals. We made like a slurry pipeline, so that pushes iron ore minerals from one point to like from the mines to the plants. So I have like a great amount of experience with minerals. So build this out. So this is a growing opportunity and found like a national crisis. So it's the right time to go into this market.
Awesome.
Thank you for pitching.
Thank you.
Are you using public data? So you talked about the 83 sources of information, satellite data. Is that data anybody can plug into?
Actually, no. There are a few data that are proprietary with the mineral companies. So I get a lot of data from the mineral companies. I actually have a collaboration with a few companies like Mineral AI and Terra AI. So we are collaborating with them, and we got like a lot of like proprietary data that's not available. So yeah.
And what is your intellectual property inside of there?
So it's a mask encoder. That's GPT kind of how GPT learns the language. My model, my encoder, my AI model learns the geology by itself. It doesn't find a pattern where lithium is or anything. No. So it learns the geology itself and decrypt where the like mine is right there. So it's basically a MA encoder.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm a little concerned about the accuracy of it because when you get, for example, 99% confidence in an area of land, 1% of the US is still a lot.
So right now, after like scoring 500,000 locations, our accuracy is 92%. We removed like the biggest lithium mine from our data set, and we found out at top 1.5%. That was our biggest like accuracy what we found. So in every 100 claims, we are at 92. It's right. So at the 92% accuracy we are. And what the market is right now is market is like 1% out of 100. Thank you.
All right. Awesome presentation so far. I can actually speak on behalf a little bit on the next one that's coming up. They're Canary OS, and I think they're probably one of the youngest pitchers I've ever known in my life. I actually interned with Harish, which is one of the co-founders, when he was, I think you were like 12, right? You were like 12 when I interned with you, which is crazy, man. It was like an internship with like DPI and like Urbana with the University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign for computer science. And he was like 12 when I met him. It was crazy. So now he's grown up now, 16, grown up, right? And look at him. He's co-founding a company Canary OS, and I want to welcome them both. It's my honor to welcome you both. Let's give them a round of applause for Canary OS. So, your laptop? Are you USB-C?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can use both. Just make sure to give one to the judge. Okay.
How did I do this? Okay.
We're all tech startups, so sometimes it gets the better of us.
Okay. Hello everyone, I'm Harish.
And I'm Mahi.
So we're gonna be pitching about Canary OS. Last year, my grandma got a call that was completely real. Same urgency, same pressure. And if she had to make a decision fast, and she didn't know if it was a scam or not. She quickly called me and I didn't know how to react because she had seconds to make the decision. So I want to ask you guys a question. If your grandma was in the same situation, would you let her make the decision alone?
This is why we built Canary OS. Canary OS is a scam detection service, and it instantly analyzes messages, links, and calls to stop scams before users act. It gives clear, real time decisions that anyone can understand in seconds before making a life changing decision.
This is our amazing team. We meet up every week. We're all from different parts of the US. So it makes it better that we're able to communicate from different places. So we built Canary OS after seeing how easily people fall for online scams as victims, especially those who aren't as much tech savvy, like seniors. By testing real scenarios with real users, like the seniors, we focus on one goal. We wanted to create a solution that gives people a clear answer before they make a costly mistake.
So here's the current market right now. As you can see, online scams are constantly evolving with AI, and it is hard to keep up. So, as you can see in this 2025 statistic, 73% of Americans have fallen for online scams or have fallen for fraud, which is unreal.
Online fraud is exploding, and existing solutions aren't keeping up with the real time threats. And as you see, according to this chart right here, the market is growing about 24.5%, and it's projected to reach $108.3 billion by 2033. This creates a huge opportunity for simple instant protection apps like Canary OS.
And scams don't just target users. They target your grandparents, your children, and these are the people who fall for it the most. And there is so much moral opportunity for us to take and really engage with the community on this.
Now, this is currently our prototype. This is how it works. So we use the Google ML kit, which extracts the text from the images, and then it passes through a on-device mobile bird text classifier, which is fine-tuned on scam datasets, and we're still working on training the model with the current scam text that people get every day. And then after, it returns a scam or a safe label with brief explanation, so people can also know what type of scam they're receiving and how to learn it. This is what we're currently building. Our goal is to take it even further and make it even more advanced, more integrated in other platforms that is more the cost.
So, one thing that sets our tool apart from others is that ours is family oriented. That means that when you have the app, you can connect with your family and add them on, and you can see their analytics and things like that. And this is why our tool wins. We give instantaneous detection and not late and delayed replies, and we give clear analysis.
This is actually we built this with real users and assumptions. So we tested with actual seniors who are the most vulnerable targets of online scams.
So this is why current scam tools fail users. AI is making scams pretty hard to, troubleshoot, and tools can't.
Can you tell me about the accuracy of identifying something as a scam or not?
So the accuracy is obviously being worked on right now. So the main thing is using training our data model, which currently we're working on to make the accuracy the best as possible. So every single day we train it with actual scam text emails that we people get every day, and we also get actual like scam emails from others. So we could train it with different types of scams because obviously there's multiple ways of scams that people use to target others.
So also right now we have AI training our model. We have a late fusion model. So anything put into there, it basically just trains the accuracy. We're using Claude to help with that as well.
Thank you. Does it also work with phone calls?
Yes, it works with audio, screenshots, and images and links.
So how's that working in real time when grandma's on the
For real time, it would be quite hard. We're currently working on that
Okay.
because this is starting. We started around 4 months ago, so we're working on it. Currently, we're working on getting people on a wait list and making the app simple because simplicity is important. And obviously, we're high schoolers, so we still have time, and time is money. So we're trying to grow it and make it even better.
Thank you. Didn't you go to the NASA Space Challenge?
Yes,
Part of Code Your Dream.
I did. I do remember you from there.
That's right.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
thank you.
Can you tell me more about traction? Like you mentioned that you started the waitlist. Can you share the numbers? How you expanding like go-to-market strategy?
Yeah, so we have over 400 people signed up on our wait list. We have a website powered by Vercel, and we are always presenting at our local senior centers. We presented at Senior Sunrise Center. We have all the senior citizens there on our wait list, and they did say that when we really release our product, we can come back and set it up for everyone. So we already have a lot of engagement through our community, and we are backed up by High Agency. They're a startup accelerator. So we have a mentor, and he has a lot of connections. So we are gaining traction, also making those LinkedIn posts.
Yeah. Amazing, guys. So proud of you. Can I have an autograph? You guys are the youngest one. Great stuff. Wish you all the best for the future, guys. Thank you.
Who else is on your team and how did you find them?
So we actually all met not by talking to each other. So our mentor, his name is Josh. So he actually wanted to make his own cohort with people that he thinks has talent and potential to build a business. So he picked six of us from six different places. Me and her already knew each other, but we have two people from Canada, one from Georgia and one from California. And all of us we get in a weekly meeting, do our research, and every single week we try to give our advice and all those stuff we did every week to make the app better.
And what are your roles?
Current roles. So can I just open our team currently? So we have a team with multiple talents. So Evelyn right here, she's probably like our all-rounder. She can do all of them. She helps us with the slides, technical. She's also able to do business, marketing, and all those sides. Huh? Oh, and operate, yeah. Sai and Daria, two of the smartest people I've met. They're really technical. So they actually built the prototype of the app, majority made by them. Mahi and me and Cajun, we're all business. So we like to make marketing, business sides, giving presentations like these. But all of us can do all the stuff, but these are like our major specific roles that we do for Canal.
Good job.
real quick. Awesome. Good job. Good job. Let's put a round of applause for Canary OS. They're both like 16 years old. I mean, come on, guys. Come on. Awesome. Let me get that fourth presentation. Could the fourth presenter please come up? I'm going to bring up your slide deck as well. Let's see. What is it actually? Is it in email?
No worries. I can just type my email.
Yeah,
Is that
type
fine?
your email in. Go for it.
Oh, is it?
Oh, is it not connected?
The email thread. Do you have the email thread?
Search it up. Is this it? Or is it?
Should be, is it? Let's be
That's it? This one?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Let's give a round of applause for Beyond Color. Awesome. Awesome. Oh, sorry. Like that? You don't want a full screen?
Uh, uh, Color is everywhere. It's how we read information, it's how we interpret signals, and something as simple as a color of a heart emoji can mean completely different things. But nowhere is color more important than in education. It's our students, we charts, diagrams, illustrations, and now digital interfaces. But for millions of students, this system is broken. My name is Rael. I'm the founder of Beyond Color, and we are building the world's first AI driven color vision diagnostics and accessibility tool for education. So the problem is a niche. It affects over 350 million people globally. Color vision deficiency is one of also the most prevalent eye disorders out there. And the education gap is much more. Over 80% of children enter secondary school undiagnosed with color vision deficiency. They misinterpret information, they fall behind in visual learning materials, and they also get labeled as struggling and quote unquote color dumb. So the problem is there, and the system is broken for such students. And this goes beyond even education as well. In healthcare, we see color errors causing misdiagnosis, oh, misdiagnosis, and even deaths. And in occupational screening, we see that due to outdated screening methods, there's also job loss due to licensing policies. And the current solution is 100 years old. And the accessibility solution, even after diagnosis, doesn't even, it's all manual. It doesn't even scale for digital scale environments. But that's where Beyond Color comes in. We are providing an transformative platform that combines traditional tests with a hue discrimination technology. So for each student, we provide a color perception report, which contains severity, diagnosis, spectrum specific weaknesses, and a color resilience index. But we just don't stop there. We are providing an accessibility solution for these individuals and these students, which has not been done before. Using the data that we collect, we power out accessibility engine through which we can get adaptive color palettes and personalized UI overlays. So we can tailor educational content for each student and how they perceive color. So uh, we don't force students to adapt, but we adapt the system to them. So again, better, faster screening accuracy and real-time personalized accessibility. We have validated our technology in a clinical study of over 60 participants, with our results showing much more better predictive accuracy than the current methods. We have also done customer discovery through multiple programs, and we identified the adoption metrics. There's two major uh, pathways that are going on right now, and they're all converging. First, accessibility compliance is becoming mandatory. Over 80% and 18% of education websites are not getting VCAP compliance, which has led to legal risk and lawsuits from organizations. And digital learning is now the default infrastructure. I'm pretty sure everyone sitting in this room has used Canvas and probably only using Canvas right now for their universities and educational content. And we're looking at the market, it's a $7 billion industry with respect to the digital tech platform. And as of now, we have completed and presented at various conferences, and we have also got early adoption and interest from the Student Disability Services and the Center for Digital Transformation from the University of Chicago. Our revenue model is mostly related to subscriptions, so we'll provide API licenses to universities, and we're also looking at even student-based subscriptions for each classroom. As of now, we really want to first incorporate our company and also deploy early pilots to K-12 schools and digital accessibility platforms, and even edtech platforms like Google Classrooms and Canvas. Our mission is
All
simple.
right.
We really want
Thank
to
you.
help
Time is
people
up.
see the world their
Thank you.
way. Thank you. Uh,
Let's take questions from judges.
yes.
Can you explain me how do you plan to finish the prototype and how the product will work when you finish?
So the screening prototype has been built. You can see I attached the link in the first slide. Sorry, I should have put a QR code also there. But we have finished the first prototype. That's where our clinical study was used. We identify our predictive accuracy for Ishihara test is much more. And our tool has also the ability to provide real functional capabilities. So what happens is in colorblind individuals, they get diagnosed, but that only detects red green deficiency. The current methods, we can even identify hue spectrum weaknesses, and we have validated that. As for our adaptability engine, which is the accessibility technology, we are starting to build a prototype, and we're going to use AI agentic mode to help us carry out that prototype.
By much more accuracy, how much do you mean?
Okay, we have done that study. This is the results of a study. We are looking at increase in at least 84% of predictive accuracy. And more than accuracy, it's also about the functional capabilities. Current test doesn't tell you how you would function in a real world test or a real world function in a real world, let's say, application. But we also provide the specific color use that you might have difficult perceiving. So that's one of the also technology that we.
Thank you.
What is the who is the primary users like
Our,
specifically?
our primary major segment is K-12 schools,
Okay.
teachers,
Mhm.
schools, and even edtech platforms. So let's say
Okay.
Google, Canvas, Google Classroom, and Canvas. But we're also looking at occupational screening centers
Mhm.
and also accessibility consulting firms. So one of the major stakeholders we did customer discovery said that they're interested in this technology for a VCAT compliance checking, because one of the accessibility consultants we talked to said that 300 and 400 cases or lawsuits he takes place is due to color contrast issues. So that's one of our tertiary customer segment. But we're really focusing on the children here, tailoring the educational content for them.
And have you done some sort of the competitive analysis that anyone
Yeah, so
have you positioning yourself different way, like what?
So the as for the competitor, there's it's morely current screening methods. There's no accessibility technology for color vision individuals. There is things that is done manually, so they maybe change the whole power plant to black and white, and there's no current accessibility for digital infrastructure for colorblind individuals. And as for the current diagnosis method, it's a book. It's literally a 32-page book that's done in ophthalmology clinics.
Great. Thanks.
How do you ensure that what the AI outputs is accurate? And why is AI necessary for diagnosis as opposed to an improved test that doesn't use AI?
So, like I said, we want to scale it in the digital level as well, because educational content is again moving to very digital infrastructure right now. As for the improving the current test, there are current methodologies where they use hue kind of tests that's done in ophthalmology clinics. But when we uh, when we did that test with the individuals, we couldn't find as much functional capabilities that we could identify through them. As for how accurate the AI is, we ran the clinical study, and we also did wire tests with them. So once we ran the AI technology, we also made the participants do a color wire testing. So they were able to identify what specific color. So we had like 300 different color hues, specific wires, which we were able to identify and provide the same results as our AI technology.
Awesome. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. Awesome. Amazing presentation so far, guys. I think this is a great representation of what is going on in Chicago. I think it's awesome that we have all these amazing founders building and building, burning through Claude credits, Copus, or what is it, Codex, and then Opus, going through all those credits. I know at Butter we're burning through thousands of dollars. And so it's great to see all these founders and what they're building in Chicago. Let's welcome up Paydays. Round of applause for Paydays.
Do you want to give that to the judges?
Sure, thank you. We'll leave it. We'll leave it on. It's on. I swear.
Hi, everyone. My name is Jen Critchlow. I'm the founder of Paydays. I want to begin by just expressing my gratitude to each of you for coming tonight and also to the organizers for creating this event for us. So my background is actually in fintech and AI ML. It's really deep ML. I've worked for a number of banks, startups. This is my niche. And I was helping banks save millions of dollars using AI and ML in their operations. Uh, Honestly, they understood the value of ML specifically because it saved them millions in terms of the volume of transactions, the frequency, and the scale. But as I was reflecting on my own career and thinking about this moment in time, I wanted to pause, take a step back, and maybe bring some of that value to consumers because I wasn't seeing anything bring that to market to them. All right, pop quiz. You have 3 credit cards, 2 loyalty programs, and a coupon in your inbox, maybe another in the mail. What combination saves you the most amount of money right now? Nobody knows, and that's the problem I'm trying to address. As you can imagine, finding a deal, frankly, sucks. It's a nightmare. You get bombarded before you even reach checkout. In 2022, consumers earned roughly $40 billion in rewards, but had only redeemed $7 billion. That's not because they're lazy, it's because it's really complicated to stack deals. And the average US household makes 46 transactions a month. The market is actually screaming about this. I wanted to use this video on TikTok just as a slight example. It has 7 million views, 91,000 bookmarks, but bookmarks don't actually stack deals. So I built Paydays. It's an AI digital loyalty wallet. Users come in, they set a mission. It's an ML-driven mission at that point once they have offers and loyalty programs in their wallet. And basically, it ensures that they're always getting the best deal on every purchase, every single time, so that the money they've already earned works for them. The wallet normalizes everything across those offers, as I mentioned. And then we have a feature built inside of it called Envoy. Essentially, it executes filtering eligible offers, making them into different combinations of deal stacks, and then it ranks them. The user is presented with the top 3 offers in store and online. Both of those are patent pending, the digital loyalty wallet and Envoy. And that's because offers were never meant to compete on an even playing field. This is really novel intellectual property, in my opinion. I get asked sometimes, what are my competitors? And the truth is, they're a little too hyper-specific. And again, they don't have an interest in telling you that one offer is going to be better than another. So that's where I come in. This is a QR code if you want to check me out after this. So thank you guys.
Can you tell me please if you have some tractions or some numbers? Is the product already deployed or is it under development?
Yeah, the product is already live. I'm in an accelerator right now through Replit. So week one of our accelerator built the website. Week two built a code complete mobile app. Um, in week three, we're building a Chrome extension just to be able to also call in offers. It has some pretty neat features too, where this is based on when you asked about traction. We had some older folks using it and they needed basically a tool within it that could take a photo of the fine print and terms on paper coupons and then import it. So the when I mentioned Envoy is in development, basically the entire wallet is already done. Now we're building the Envoy system, which is that additional AI logic.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
So you do have users today?
Yeah, we've got beta users. We're waiting for approval through the app stores right now, and then we're excited to kind of get.
How do you plan to bring this to the market?
Yeah. So so as I mentioned, there is already a behavior online of a community of folks both on TikTok, on Instagram, on Pinterest, on Facebook. But a lot of the process of finding a deal is still quite manual. So the behavior is already there, but there isn't a tool that reduces the friction of getting the deal stack. I think there's also folks who maybe are not necessarily inclined to use those traditional platforms. And so my strategy really is just to be out in public, showing it and sharing it. So yeah, I think it starts with me because it was my idea.
Me and my husband will be the first ones on. We're like Rakuten, what is it?
Rakuten, yeah.
Definitely have that, and some of those other ones we've been working with over.
Right on, thank you.
As a founder, what insights do you have that others missed while building this one?
Yeah. I think for me, one thing that I have that maybe others don't is the most recent work experience working at Savvy AI. We built an AI ML engine that the banks could come in with their own data, whether it was like fully complete or not, it didn't actually matter. And they were able to design ML engines. I say that, but there's like a little subtlety in that. The models are actually running off of RPA. So once the data hits certain thresholds, it automatically creates champion challenger events. So that like kind of like special sauce is something I was already coming to the table with. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Are you working on this yourself? And what is the mobile app built with?
Yeah, totes my goats. It's just me. But really, it's the community. Like, it is me creating and building and presenting all of this. I'm a solopreneur, but it's my community too that drives me and kind of helps me figure out, as far as a PLG method of building a business, what I should do next. So when you ask about the tech stack, I'm using Replit, but there's other things under the hood, as I mentioned before, like with Savvy AI that I'm still using. So it is all AI. I'm all in on AI, both in terms of building it and having it actually operate for consumers. Thank you.
Excellent presentation. I think that, like I said earlier, this is what Chicago is. I think now with the generation of AI, solopreneurs are possible, right? I have a team of 6 at Butter, but I'm also a solopreneur, right? Like I have people who shout out to them that I didn't pay them when they started. Just Claude codes is how we pay each other, and that's how you start, right? And I think especially now with AI, solopreneurship is possible. Our next speaker is Quanto. Let's give it up for Quanto. All right, you ready? This is you. Is it up there? It's not. Where am I, man?
Just hey, my name is Richard Corral, founder of Quanto. I guess while we just load it up, I'll tell you why I think we're qualified to build this. So I did start my first wealth management company when I was 24 years old. I decided to start it with my friends who are 23. And we grew pretty quickly. We got to 100 million in assets under management in our first year of business. And then by year three, we were at 500 million in assets. We had made about 20 million in revenues, and then we sold the business. We then started what's called a registered investment advisor. So basically a step above a wealth management company, a little bit more regulatory approval that we had to get. And we scaled that to over nine figures and again, millions of dollars in revenue. Both of those completely bootstrapped. And when we started our firm, we were very young. And so we basically had to compete against companies like BlackRock. And so in order to win business, we put together a very competitive offering, which just means that when it comes to advanced strategies, we had to do a whole bunch. And what that meant is that we had to put together a whole bunch of tech stacks together. So we did our due diligence and we put it together and we decided this is not going to be good enough. And so we built Quanto. And Quanto now has over 2 trillion in assets for our pipeline. And we've just been building in stealth, and that's between less than 10 firms. So we've been showing this demo. This is what's resulted in a whole bunch of the pipeline. So first step is we're going to go through the experience of what the advisor would look like. So again, this is an AI software for financial advisors. Today, a lot of financial advisors are taking care of their most wealthy clients, but they're not taking care of, the medium wealth, smaller wealth type of clients. And so we don't like that. And the way to fix that is to automate a bunch of the workflows. And so here you can see we're starting off the meeting. We're getting the debrief to tell the advisor exactly who they're talking to. We're sending out a pre-meeting customizable questionnaire. They don't even have to dial the number. We're going ahead and call the client and then connect the advisor. And the first aspect is going to be the note taking. So you're going to see a live transcription happen on the right-hand side where notes are going to start being taken so that you don't have to worry about taking notes and the client can just go ahead and talk and you can just go ahead and listen. So we did build our note taker to be intelligent enough to, because we are consolidating over 30 different platforms, based on the context of what's being said in the note taker, we are taking you to where you need to be within the platform. And so the way that an average conversation would start with a wealth management client is how much money do you have? And so here we're connecting and we're taking the advisor to the screen of where exactly we can reference our how much growth, what are the types of positions. And so for Apple, for example, we all kind of know how to speak on Apple, but financial advisors end up allocating into a lot of ETFs that have random numbers, I'm sorry, random letters. And so be able to be given AI insights and be able to speak on all that is super helpful. The next part, I think I still have a minute or two. I don't know how many fingers that was, but I'll kind of skip this to get to a little bit more of the exciting part. But one of the really exciting aspects is a lot of people don't get access to advanced strategies, like I said. And so one of those things is like the average person doesn't get into private equity deals or venture capital deals. And so for us, we built an algorithm that basically scans all of your book of business and sees, are they invested in alternative strategies or not? If they're not, then we're actually scanning the marketplaces that exist with these opportunities and funneling the correct ones that are suitable to your client. And so that's going to democratize the access to advanced strategies. And again, if we depend on advisors to do this manually, it's just not going to happen. So I'll go ahead and stop there, but I didn't get to do the whole demo, guys. So if you're an investor, come chat.
Let's hand it off to our judges. Yuri on your left.
Can you explain me what is the market size for such platform?
Yeah, it's a beautiful market size. So there's actually $150 trillion managed by registered investment advisors, wealth management companies. Like I said, we have a $2 trillion pipeline. That would take us to a very, very high ARR number. Just to put that in context, we've got three different $10 billion size firms, and each one of those is about 5 million.
Awesome, thank you.
This is great. So there are people using this right now.
Yeah, so we've done the beta. So as I mentioned, I've got my own investment management firm as our second. And so like we represent $1 million in ARR revenue for the startup. And then we've actually just recently signed a couple of other full beta.
That is awesome. And who else is approaching a similar solution, the consolidation of all of these systems, AI powered?
Yeah, we oftentimes have found that they're only pushing the envelope in terms of like doing maybe three things at most. And so like the 30 plus technologies, we really quite haven't found somebody that's trying to attack all of them at the same time. Most people are just kind of handling the asset allocation, maybe the rebalancing of those asset classes, and like maybe the tax loss harvesting. But then when it comes to like the CRM or automatically updating certain fields based off of note taking, to be able to bring in alternative asset classes, to be able to help out with like estate planning and create trust for your clients, there's nobody doing all these things.
Thank you.
Do you guys have a pricing model like per advisor, per client, or the SWAS or something like that?
Yeah, so there's three pricing models. I think personally the best pricing model in the world is basis points, and so companies in this industry are already very used to doing business in basis points, and so it's a really great business model because you can actually grow with the assets that will grow with the firm. And so, a lot of firms are, for example, paying an RIA 50 basis points, and so we've taken the approach of saying, okay, well, why don't we just go ahead and cut that in half? And so not only are you getting access to an RIA, but you're also getting much lower costs. So you're going to be able to profit immediately, and you get all the value of the automations created because it's an all-in-one solution. But we do have per seat models for like a lot larger firms. Like we have a $600 billion firm called Mariner. Even if we charge them 5 basis points, that'd be a $300 million expense. So like, they don't like that, and so we're charging like a per seat model for those larger firms.
What does it mean to have 2 trillion in pipeline?
Yeah, so I just add up the numbers, like 600 billion with a firm called Mariner. Again, that's in their innovation office, so it's not like we're just talking about some random financial advisor there. Their chief innovation officer called it the best that they had ever seen, and so if you just add it up, it's 600 billion with Mariner. There's a Chicago firm named Hightower, 300 billion. There's Northwestern Mutual, another 300 billion. Dynasty Partners, 200 billion. So they're just very large firms, and so if you add that equals 2 trillion.
For the paper about being able to buy stock in companies that aren't public yet, there's been some controversy where some companies like Anduril, for example, are listed on these sort of alternative ways to get equity in them that aren't officially endorsed by them, and then they sort of warn investors against going into that because it's unclear like how much ownership you're actually getting and what the terms are and so on. What's your take on that?
I mean, most of those deals are funded through like employee shares. That's like typically, so there's platforms like EquityZen where you can try and get like, there's a guy and girl at, SpaceX, and they have accrued shares, then they get to sell them. And so, I mean, I don't have anything against it. I think it's a great thing. I think that the more that we allow the average person to access private markets, the more upside that they can have. Because if you look at what happens next, right? When you're private, as long as you find success, then the next thing is an IPO, right? And so that's when the kaboom happens, right? And so if you try to get pre-IPO, you might be able to get it, you might not. Sometimes you wait till the day IPO'd and you notice that it jumped a whole bunch, and then you bought it when it like started sinking. The main way to have made money in there have been in the private markets, and so I'm all about the upside.
Yes. This is what Chicago is. We've heard from health companies, finance, all around the market. And I think that having you all here today and having these 7 different founders pitch to you is just a reminder of how inclusive Chicago is. If you hug Chicago, Chicago will hug you back, and I stand by that. If you hug Chicago, Chicago will hug you back, and I found that to be very true in my life. We're going to welcome up our 7th pitcher. Can we please welcome up our 7th pitcher, please? Yeah. Care Lumi? Lumi Care. So many startups, I'm not really 100% what the order is. Care Lumi? Care Lumi. Is Care Lumi in the house? Judges, I think I made your job easier. I think I might have made your job easier. Is it bathroom you said? Oh, I thought I heard bathroom. Judges, I think we got some good news for you. All right, well, I guess if that's it, well, I appreciate you all coming here tonight. We're going to give some time for the judges to collect together. We're gonna think about who is taking home. This is really comical. It's about my height. It's about yeah, it's about me. This what a cute check right here. So we're gonna give some time for the judges to assess, think over your amazing pitches tonight. So there's six of you, and so good competition. Um, and so I encourage you all, if you're in the audience, to grab some snacks. There should be some pizza left over in the back. Grab some water. We'll be back in maybe I'll say 10, 15 minutes. Stand up. I encourage you all to stretch, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. Thank you, everyone.
And then I realized that you have to go to Lima and meet us in Eventbrite
Oh
and such and
yeah.
such and this and that.
Oh,
And the
that's
people.
so that's so true.
And then what was interesting about it, there is another source called
Chicago. Let's get ready for some closing remarks. Kindly, let's all take a seat. I got some wisdom to share with you.
It's really good.
But it's just,
Yeah, some wisdom. Yeah, you heard that. Some wisdom.
so this is really just about how the early stage people who don't know anything about the Chicago ecosystem understand.
Sure, could you let everyone who's eating whoever who shushed very loudly? That was comical. Um, Chicago. Thank you all for coming here tonight. There were so many events could have gone to, right? I think Claude had one of their Chicago nights here. Tech Nexus had another event. I think there were some other two that were excellent events you could have gone to, but you chose to be here in this room with me right now. And I just want to say thank you for coming, and I appreciate every single one of you. Let's all connect on LinkedIn. It's like shameless plug. Let's all connect on LinkedIn. But I promise you wisdom. I'm 20 years old, so I don't know how much wisdom I can give you. But in my 20 years of experience of living, there's one thing I've learned, and it's the same thing that I said earlier. And it's if you will hug Chicago, Chicago will hug you back. And I think that's so important. And I think that is so if you're a founder here in Chicago and you're based here, you know how important that is. You know how welcoming this community is. You can be a total noob at whatever industry you're trying to build in, and somehow you will find a way to make your mark. And I think that's super important for all of you to walk away from tonight. All the founders who pitched excellent, amazing work. I encourage you all to keep building, keep doing what you're doing. Being in this room is a step forward in your progress as a founder, as a builder, and as a person. And so I just want to say thank you all for coming here tonight, whether you were just an audience, whether you're a judge, one of our 4 amazing judges, whether you're an investor or you're building. It's super important for all of us to be in one united space together so we can learn from each other and represent what Chicago is for every single one of us. So, enough talking. Actually, can I have all 4 judges please stand up with me? We're going to do this together. All right. You guys can choose how you're going to hold this. Focus. Perfect. Suspense. I know, suspense. But we have to be out of here by 8:30. But suspense. Um, Judges, are you ready? The winner, 2026 Butter Pitch, is Monzo.
Congratulations to you. We just want to say we thought these pitches were so impressive. We've got 16-year-old geniuses. We've got lithium finders. We've got people ready to help consumers get the most out of their money. Like I've been in other pitch rooms and these were some of the most impressive pitches. So I already know you all are going to achieve success. Quanto, 2 trillion in the pipeline. You said a lot of things that help resonate with market, with problem, with all of the things that you're really, focusing on for an early venture. So congratulations.
Thank you.
You guys see anything?
Guys, don't underestimate yourselves. Just build.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you for the judge.
Awesome, everyone. Well, thank you. Take as many photos as you like. I will take all selfies. $5 each. I'm kidding. But yes, please, as many photos as you like. I love throwing this event together for you all. I think this is a great representation of what Chicago is. I think that we all have successfully reunited here tonight for a reason, and that is to connect and to grow with each other. And I think that even though you might be a builder and you haven't pitched today, or you wanted to pitch today, or you did pitch today, remember, just keep growing, keep spending that money on Claude, and continue on the hype of success. Appreciate you, everyone. Woo!
competition has decided to donate the proceeds to the next pitch competition.
Whoa, 2x, here we go.
The next event.
Goodness. Thank you, Chicago. That's what Chicago is all about. That is what Chicago is all about. Appreciate you all for your showing tonight. Shameless plug. That's my LinkedIn. That's Mary's LinkedIn. Shameless plug. Add us on there. I will respond in a few business days. I need some rest. Sure.
Thank you all for coming out. My name is Craig Jenke. I work for Microsoft. And just to echo what Shay said, as somebody who's at the reasonably end of their career, not end, I got another 10 years in me, but I've hosted over 100 of these types of events, not necessarily founder events. I throw my own annual conference in the Microsoft space. Um, really, you should be networking with the people that are here, trying to meet somebody. I cannot tell you how much easier my career has been in the last 15 years. I've never really looked for a job in the last 15 years. I've always had somebody ask me to come aboard. That's including coming to Microsoft. So just make your lives easier, learn something, meet some people. There's always other people out there. And thank you again for coming. And the only other thing I can add to that is I talk to a lot of customers who are trying to do stuff with AI, and the only thing that I can tell you is they're limited by their ability to think of an idea. So there's so much opportunity out there.
Amazing venue, like I said, it's full of everything. Many selfies, many photos. Actually, yeah. Oh, wait, I'll stand up. Let's line up over here. We'll take a massive photo of you guys. And then one with the yeah. Please come on up.